I will, I don't know how many of you folks know Mark Schaefer, but I think he's an American treasure. I think he's awesome. And one of the things that I like about Mark is his wife, his relationship with his wife is one of the most salt of the earth things I've ever seen. It's very sweet. And I wrote this poem for Mark. It's called The Alligator Man, because a lot of you might know that Mark used to wrestle alligators. But this is The Alligator Man. A Burmese mountain dog collects dust in the living room as Fox News hammers home the integrity of relics. The sun is just one of 1,000 knickknacks that gets drowned out by the pulse of your love. Frozen hamburgers and a bun coffee maker hum moonlight melodies in the middle of the afternoon. A marriage that can no longer walk on water gets frozen in time. Feeding miracles the size of minnows to alligators you once wrestled but now call lovers. There are no small ponds, just forgotten rivers of intention, just stolen kisses captured in the night. Great love stories are the things we don't notice hidden in a cluttered barn, the little things we keep to ourselves. When I was growing up, my mom had a friend who got arrested for stalking Phil Collins. And she was part of my childhood from the time I was 5. And she just got progressively crazier and crazier and crazier. But she claimed that she and Phil were exchanging love letters. And so I wrote this poem about her, and it's called Dear Phil. When I was a kid, my mother's best friend got arrested for stalking Phil Collins. She would follow him around the country like the Grateful Dead. She talked about how they exchanged mad, passionate love letters, and how they were going to run away to their own private island in Florida. Phil was a great lover of sunshine and wrestling lyrics like the alligators of summer. He just couldn't let his female fans know that his songs were all about her. They'd stop buying his records. We just nodded when she told us that we didn't know how the business worked. The last time she called was right after Hurricane Andrew. By then, she had left her husband and was living in Florida. Phil would be joining her soon. She had written him just last week. He was a great lover, a real giver, and his fingers ran through her hair like sunshine beaming through the clouds. I once was asked to get on a Rainbow Family bus out in the Silicon Valley, and I was with a friend who was pretty wealthy, and he was an older guy, and instead of asking him on the bus, they asked him for gas money for the bus, and he got really angry. So this is called The Rainbow Family Would Never Have You. Just before sundown, we wandered through the side streets of your heart in search of Adam's rib, our lips smacking, as we wiped our sticky fingers on the marrow of dusk, as we were approached by this hippie kid who asked you if you could throw him some gas money to get to a rainbow gathering. You frowned when he asked if I wanted to come along, before handing him a few wrinkled bills covered in barbecue sauce. That's the blood of Christ, you said, awkwardly laughing, before offering him our leftovers, which he waved away in a vegan heartbeat. Heading toward his bus while you muttered something about how it would never pass inspection anyway. After he had gone, you asked me why he hadn't invited you to join him in his orgy of drugged-out girls, tie-dyed t-shirts, with their jam bands and their lovely organic hula hoops, 3 sheets to the wind, running your fingers through your graying hair, knowing the answer. Looking down at your half-eaten barbecue, you'd be saving the bones for Reggie Chang, canine king of the Jews, reminding me to stay away from your daughter. Nobody was getting lucky tonight. Nobody.